it's me, Renee. I'm back. And yeah, it's been a while. Happy New Year! Yeah, so during Christmas, I was kind of busy. I mean, I didn't really want to film all the time. I was busy, just relaxing with my family. And then I got a cold. Not did I just get a cold, I got like the coldest cold. Coldest cold. Yeah, I got the coldest cold that ever colded. Let's put it like that. Where my voice was so it was so thin, but it was also so raspy. I suppose, yeah, some people have raspy voice naturally, Janis Joplin among them. But like, I really don't, and I just kind of didn't really want to talk because my voice was just so fragile and hurting in a way. So yeah, that's kind of why I didn't really do any videos at the last of that at the sorry at the tail end of last year. So, but yeah, now I'm back. Still have a wee bit of a cold, but it's not completely there anymore. So, yeah, my voice is not that bad anymore. So I thought, you know what? I'm gonna do this fun tag. And yeah, it's not a Tuesday. It's not like you have to do tags just on Tuesdays. So yeah, here I am doing a tag on a Wednesday. So yeah, this is the New Year book tag. It was created by Heather over at Bookables. And the questions sorry. The questions are not that many, but fun. So yeah. Also give me a moment. Yes. Yeah. So first question. How many books are you planning to read for 2024? So yeah, here I kind of went a bit back and forth how many good books I'm going to decide to try to read this year. I end up going with 104 because by my estimates, I mean that might be wrong, but I think it's kind of like that kind of means two books one a week, which I think is not that bad. And it also means that like if I one week read a lot of books, then the next week I can just read one book. Because I mean, yeah, I do read a book most books. I do read a book most weeks, but there are some weeks where life happens. I read a bit, but I don't finish a book. Like I read in books, but I don't finish books. So yeah, I kind of feel like instead of saying the normal, well, for me at least, normal 200 or 150, I feel like take the number down, but also like even if I have the number down, like if I end up reading 160 books in 2024, like that's not bad. And like my reading goal, I mean the goal is to reach that goal. If you go above it, cool. If not, you read your goal, which yes. So I feel like 104 is not too bad really. And yeah, so far actually a bit ahead, which yeah, kind of nice. So like I did the 2nd January, I finished a crime anthology. So and some of those stories were Norwegian stories, so they weren't really available to put on Storograph. But some of them were English ones, so I put them all as read on the second, even though some of them I read like the 28th. But like I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna put it all as read that date. And then after that, I've finished. No, I have finished that many books this year so far. I've, yeah, I finished like 2 or 3 books this far this year. So yeah, I have finished some books. So yeah, not too bad, I would say. And also, yeah, right now, I think I'm like ahead by like 7 books. So yeah, how nice to be ahead, really. And yeah, it was nice like when you have time and not that much to do to just read. So you, like when you don't have time to read, you don't have to stress about reading goal. Of course, yeah. If it's stressing you too much, just put the reading goal like down low. But yeah, I mean, yeah. Um, and name 5 books that you didn't get to last year that you want to get to this year. Now, I feel like because of me being a mood reader, this could generally be like all the books because I kind of often just kind of want to get to all the books. But I did have some books like these are some of these books are books that have Some of these are newer books from last year that I wanted to read, and I kind of had an intention to read last year, like buy them and then read them at the same time. Didn't happen. But some of them are also on. Sorry, are also on my unread. Also among my unread pile, which they've kind of been hanging on my shelf for a little while, some years. So I said, like, yeah, why not put them in this video? And yeah, I mean, it's not like some of the books I buy I don't really intend to read at all. I mean, I tend to read them all, but like some of them, like if they've been on my shelf for a while, or if they're books I kind of very much want to get to, then of course, yeah, I want to get to them. So first we have The Vanished Birds by Simon Jimenez. So this is a space opera, which kind of intimidates me, though I've had this recommended by, sorry, by, now I'm blanking out. It's by a booktuber. They're, let's say all on booktube, not all on booktube, but yeah, they are on booktube. Jess Books, not Jess Books. You know what, I'm gonna check it out. Give me a moment. Who are they again? I have them also on Instagram, so I'm gonna check out. Give me a moment. Okay, maybe they've changed their. Okay, yeah, they've changed their username. Okay, anyway, there used to be something else on BookTube, but now they're just Jessie. Oh, Jess. Now they're Jessie on BookTube, and yeah, uh, I've read some books that they recommended before. Very much lived up to hype and recommendation. So I thought, like, yeah, this book I want to try it. Like, sci-fi is not really my go-to genre, but I want to try it now and then. Like, I have not given up on it. I just don't pick on it often. So yeah, and it's been on my TBR for like, I want to say 2 years now, actually. So yeah. Then we also have, for some reason, a moment. Yeah, doesn't really matter. Then we also have a book that's been on my TBR for some years now, The Psychology of Time Travel, which, yeah, I love time travel. I got this one used in a used bookstore. I think I got it, yeah, 2, maybe 3 years ago now. But yeah, anything with time travel, as you might know, I'm definitely here for. Like most of the things, anyway, I'm here for with time travel. So also a very nice cover. This one, like, has all the colors and elements. So yeah. Sorry. Then we have a book that I bought last year. I kind of wanted to read it last year, and then I mean, because sometimes, at least with me, I sometimes go to a bookstore and like, oh, this book looks very fun. I want to read something this weekend. Buy it, and like intend to read it that weekend, and then something on TV happens, or I pick up another book, or like, yeah, things happen. So yeah, I did have intention to read this quickly. Didn't happen, but yeah. So we have Charming by Jade Linwood. This is an adult remix of, sorry, of fairy tales. So it's not really like a retelling of Snow White sorry, or Cinderella. It's more like it's the fairy tale character Prince Charming, and it's kind of a heist story, I believe, kind of from his point of view, and it's also kind of like an anti-hero thingy. And yeah, I just found this randomly in a bookstore, and that kind of looked very much like a fun romp. So yeah, want to pick up this one this year. Then we have A Twisted Tale anthology. So yeah, it's an anthology with twisted tale stories. It's kind of like what if stories with different perspectives. What if this happened and this didn't happen and whatnot? And it's it's by different authors. It's Ferrero Rocher, Cristina Perez, Elizabeth Lynn, Jen Kalnita, Liz Braswell, Olivia Blackburn, MK England, and Mikkel Ostov. So yeah, some of these authors I've heard of, some I haven't. Which yeah, I always like to get to check out new authors. So yeah, here for that. Then we have a book I very much intended to read, like at the tail of last year, and then as happens, I did not read it. Why did I not read it? I don't know. I just too many shiny books. I don't really know why. Or not really. The book is Dragon Dragon Blood Ring by Amparo Ortiz. This being the second and, if I'm not mistaken, last in the. No, I'm like blanking out. The first book is called in the Blaze Word Games duology. It's a duology all about dragon and dragon riders, but it's set in modern day. I suppose it's kind of Hunger Games-ish because like they're in a competition with dragon riders, and it's also like mean conspiracies and like mean companies and big bad companies and stuff. And yeah, I very much enjoyed the first book, even though I don't really like sports, but like because this kind of felt like Olympics just with dragons in a way. But I very much do like the first book, so yeah, I want to pick up the last book. Or as far as I know, the last book. Then we have the next. Give me a moment. Next question. What genre do you want to read more of? Yeah, I don't really know if I want to like focus on a new or a genre that I don't really usually focus on like this year. As I said, I don't normally read a lot of sci-fi, but I don't really, wouldn't really say that I have like a goal to read more sci-fi this year. Like, if I end up picking up more sci-fi, cool. I might end up doing that. Maybe I'll put it as a goal later on in the year because sometimes I kind of decide to do new goals after a while. But right now, I don't really can't really say I have a genre goal really. So I'm gonna just say not really any different than the genres I'm reading at the moment, which is kind of all of them or most of them. Sorry. Name three non-book related goals for this year. Um, I'm gonna be uh, a bit boring and kind of rehash from last year because I believe I had one of these last year as well. Well, yeah, I had one of them last year. I don't know. And also because the prompt is to name three. I'm not sure I have three. I do know I have two. I'll just gonna give you the first two, and then maybe I'll find another cool one along the way. Well, I think I don't know. But yeah, one of them is I want to make more food, like by recipe. Usually, I kind of often end up just kind of buying uh, ready meals, like for one, because I live on my own, except for my book boyfriends. But yeah, but I still kind of want to. I do still like making food. I just kind of end up don't doing it that often. But I do like doing it, and I do have some actually cookbooks that kind of storing and just gathering dust. So kind of want to do that. And other than that, I kind of want to fix. Well, not fix. Well, fix. I want to dust off my French. I learned French back in middle school. Like I know the basics. Well, yeah, like I know I suppose what everyone knows in a way because like I know je ne sais pas, which or like je, which is I. I know uh yeah, like Jesus from us. Like I remember some words. And like if I listen to a song, I can like hear okay, that's French. But I can't really say that I feel like I'm very good. Like my French is like very good at the moment. It's just kind of slightly there. So I kind of want to pick it up again. Do I want to have it as the same like level as my Spanish? I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe that's not gonna happen because like I lived in Chile, so I'm always gonna have like a different like connection to Spanish. So I suppose who knows? Maybe I'll move to France. I don't know if that's gonna happen. But yeah. Oh yeah, now I remembered. And a third one, a third goal. I want to kind of check out more classic or kind of not necessarily classic. Well, anyway, classics or like movies that you should have seen. So like I have the Time Bandits movie. Yeah, old style. I have it on DVD. And I feel like that's kind of movie that you should see, or like at least it's one of those recommended movies. But also, it's a movie I very much want to see. So I want to see that one. I want to see some Marilyn Monroe movies. I have some like it hot. I like it. I want to see other ones. I want to see maybe some Audrey Hepburn movies, and yeah, kind of movies like that really. So yeah, that's a nice goal that I have really. And then next we have blah 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 blah. Sorry, I say that I'm good again, and I'm just coughing all the time in this video. Ain't it typical? But yeah, what's a book you had forever that you still need to read? Yeah, I wouldn't say that I have that many books that I have had forever, but I do have this one book that I got for my birthday. I think it was like 11 years ago. I think it at least was over 10 years ago. So yeah, probably the book that has definitely been on my TBR longest now. It's also a book that I feel like I should read. Well, I kind of want to read it as well, but yeah, it's kind of people say you should read it. So not that you should read any book, but you get what I mean. It is The Wise Man's Fear by Patrick Rothfuss. And I suppose like me not having read it means that I haven't like been deep into this lore, and like I don't know it's supposed to be a trilogy and the first two books have been out forever. The third book is kind of like not in the world yet because I don't know. And so I suppose that way it's kind of yeah fine. Like yeah. Also, it's chunky. It's like 900 pages, so that's kind of likely also why I'm kind of intimidated by it. But yeah, it's been on my TBR forever, and it hasn't been on hold yet. So like, I still kind of want to read it. Or do I just forget about it when I on hold things? No, I do still kind of want to read it. So yeah. Then we have yeah. And next prompt is one word you're hoping that 2024 will be. And you know what? I'm gonna say exciting, which maybe is a bit cliche, but yeah, I'm gonna say exciting. Like, yeah, and I'm just gonna go a bit more into it because why not? Even though this is more, it's just expanding on the one word. But yeah, so in the fall, I started to go to a board game place. It's about like half an hour from where I live, but like that place has been very fun. I'm gonna try a new board game place closer to me today. Yeah, I love board games, so finding people places to do that with, it's kind of very fun. I've decided to become a volunteer with like a dyslexia company because like an LD and dyslexia is not that far off, so kind of decided to do that. So yeah, exciting, like new opportunities, new things to do, and yeah, and that's that really. And then last but not least is tag people. I tag I feel like well, I don't really know how many people have done this. I mean, it's the first whole week of no, it's the first whole week. No, sorry, it's the second whole week of January. So I suppose many people have done this. I suppose you also maybe could have done this the last week of December. But I suppose I just tag people who want to do this who hasn't done it. Kind of lazily, but yeah, I do that way. So yeah, and I'll see you soon. Bye.